Hi Scorpio, welcome to your May 2020 He Said, She Said reading. Thanks for joining us. My name is Michelle.
And my name's Richard.
Let's get started, Scorpio. We have for you from the Oracle of the Mermaids, the card of transparency. Now, the message with this is about honest communication, being authentic, genuine, and fully present in the moment. Where there has been any kind of feeling of perhaps secrecy, keeping secrets from others, keeping secrets from yourself, then this is going to bring about clarity. It's about bringing something that was secret to the surface. Could be about someone else, but more than that, Scorpio, it could be something that you didn't even realize about yourself. That's the energy that I'm picking up. Now, Richard has picked a card from the Mausolea Oracle, and it is the Mother of Dawn.
So I'll just read a little bit from the description here. The Mother of Dawn illuminates the path to compassion and kindness, demonstrating that the difference between service and servitude is the power to choose.
So beauty, compassion,
agency, choosing to be of service rather than being forced into servitude.
Okay, I like it.
Okay.
Scorpio, either side can resonate, so whatever side resonates the most, that's your message. I've got you as the Chariot here at the bottom of the deck.
And over here I have the Four of Wands.
Nice. So let's see what we have here, Scorpio. Cut these cards, and we'll start with the status of this relationship, how you feel about this person, the strengths, what's working for the relationship, the challenge, advice on what you should do, what you shouldn't do, what may be hidden, what you may be unaware of, and the potential outcome.
Okay, so status of the relationship, how this person views you, Scorpio, strengths, weaknesses, what this person should keep doing, what they should stop doing, what is hidden in the situation, and what's the outcome if nothing changes.
We have the King of Cups in reverse, which is your card, Scorpio, male or female. The energy around this is one of certainly not revealing your emotions. I get this as keeping your emotions to yourself, repressing your emotions, keeping your emotions from other people as well. It's very closed off kind of energy, maybe even a little bit moody.
Yeah, with that card of transparency, I can't help but wonder if communication has been muted between two of you.
Yeah.
All right, let's take a look at the status of the relationship over here. We have the Ace of Cups, which is nice. I mean, that's it's about new love. It's about renewal of love as well. So while there might not be communication right now, there does seem to be an olive branch being put out here.
Let's see how you feel about this person. We've got the Queen of Wands in the upright. So Scorpio, it could be fire energy, of course, but it doesn't have to be. It could be Leo, Aries, Sagittarius. And the feeling that I'm getting around this is one of not revealing your true self or hiding something related to your emotions. But the thing is, it might be that this person is coming across to you as someone who can be a little bit of intimidating kind of energy, can be male or female. Okay,
looking over here, how this person views you, Scorpio. We have the Moon, so we've got that card of transparency there. Suggests that with the Moon things are being a bit hidden. You know, I can't help but think you're bottling things up inside, Scorpio. You've got these concerns and they just seem to be just roiling under the surface here, but you're not really revealing anything.
Yeah, something's definitely hidden. Now, when we talk about what is the strength here, rather, can get my words out, we've got the Eight of Cups in the reverse. So this is a situation where no one's walked away from anything here. This is something that is still being dealt with.
The other thing I see there is the possibility that somebody has left but they've come back.
Yeah, it could be someone coming back, or it could just be that no one has walked away from a situation. Right. They're still trying to make things work.
Okay. So looking over here, we have the Empress in reverse as the strength. It's interesting with that King of Cups in reverse as the status of the relationship, and here the strength is the Empress in reverse. It's like this person here, even though they're being viewed as the Queen of Wands, but by you, Scorpio, but they have this feeling of low self-esteem right now, and I think that's actually keeping them in a relationship right now.
It's kind of like that Mother of Dawn energy is kind of very Empress energy.
It is,
picking up around that.
Yeah, it could be that this person here feels like they're being a bit put upon right now.
Yeah, like a subservient energy.
Yeah, that's right. They're being told what to do rather than standing in their own power.
Yeah.
So it's an energy of submission. If anything else. So I'm getting the impression this person over here doesn't really feel like they have much of a choice.
It's either that or they're just taking a back seat.
Right.
Taking a back seat to someone else's
needs or demands.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's have a look and see what we've got here as the weakness, the Six of Swords, which is about movement or moving away from difficult times or challenges. So it tells me that there's kind of like a stuck energy when it comes to the emotional aspect, something that needs to be worked through and come out the other side of. But with the King of Cups and the Eight of Cups both in the reverse, it tells me that, Scorpio, the problem for you is on an emotional level, something that is being hidden there when it comes to your feelings. This is about thoughts, so it's about getting your head together, getting your thoughts together, getting that clarity so you know where you're going, what you want to do next, that kind of thing.
And we're reading here at a time when people are in close quarters and they're forced to be so. So if there is some kind of issue between a couple and now they're forced into close quarters here for a very long period of time, a longer time period than they're accustomed to, then things are going to come up that might lead to a possible end of the relationship down the line. What I'm saying here is that I see that Six of Swords here as the weakness, and that's the inability to be able to move on, to move away, because you're kind of stuck in a situation. It
could be that, but I'm feeling it's more about someone's thought process rather than physical movement.
Physical, okay.
Yeah.
All right. So let's look over here. We have the Six of Wands in reverse as the weakness here. So it's a feeling of being defeated. It's that feeling of being dominated is what I'm getting here. So this person here, they're feeling a bit subservient right now. It's almost like this person here is putting demands on this person, but they're accepting that for now. It could be, I have this vision in my head, this movie Parenthood, and I remember one particular line from that, and Steve Martin's character says, well, my whole life is have to. This person feels like they have to do what they're doing.
I'm not sure if it's that, but let's have a look and see what we have here as the what you should do here, Scorpio. We've got the Knight of Pentacles, so it's about that slow, steady progress towards a goal. It's about achievement through hard work and focus. The problem is that emotionally there's a lack of focus. The emotions are all very skewed, not very well thought out. There's a lot of emotion around you. The emotion is taking precedence, Scorpio, over the thoughts and over the practicalities of life. It's like all I really care about, Scorpio is saying to themselves, is my emotions, how I feel. But yet if they took the emotion out of something and looked at things from more of an objective standpoint, something that's, I'm thinking along the terms of reality, practicalities of life, then they might start to see the situation differently, because here it's all about, I think this person, Scorpio, is normally someone who does think things through, problem solves, does put in the hard work and the effort, but when it comes to their emotions, that's where they lack. They're lacking in some kind of ability to sort through one's emotions and to see them clearly.
Yeah, I'm actually going to change my mind a little bit about what's going on over here with this Ace of Cups. I'm thinking this person actually does have another opportunity somewhere in the offing. They're not very happy in their situation currently.
It could be that, yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's take a look at what this person should keep doing. Now, it's interesting, isn't it? We have the Emperor as to what they should keep doing. Their strength, though, is the Empress in reverse. So I think it's time that this person here stood up and came into their own power. Yeah, we talk about the Mother of Dawn here, and in the blurb I was reading, it talked about service and servitude, and the difference there being making that choice,
right?
Choosing to serve rather than being forced to serve. So this is about choosing to serve.
You think it's about choosing to serve?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Rather than being forced to serve.
Okay. Okay, let's have a look and see what we've got here as what you shouldn't do. We've got the Moon. Well, again, it's all about this emotional thing. And I have difficulty with Scorpio. I just have to put it out there because I am someone who has no water in their chart. So when it comes to how water people think and how Scorpios think, I find it very difficult to connect because I don't have that kind of intensity when it comes to the emotions, where I kind of, what Scorpios will do, they'll feel so intense about their emotions that everything else just kind of goes to one side. And that's what I'm feeling around this, is that it's all the emotion here, but there's no real connection to reality. I want to say I'm talking about a Scorpio here who's having difficulty discerning between reality and fantasy, or what's real and what isn't real. Okay.
Looking over here, what this person should stop doing. We have the Death card in reverse. You know, the Death card is your card, Scorpio. It's all about that death cycle. Yeah, Scorpio is the one sign that can make that transition from being something that's on the ground to something that flies in the air, an eagle. But it's a very painful cycle, a very painful death cycle here. So this person here is being called on not to avoid that death cycle as well. I'm not sure if this person's a Scorpio or what they are, but that's what they're being called to do here.
Let's see what's hidden. We've got the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. So there's a feeling around you, Scorpio, of wanting to give up on whatever effort you've put in towards this relationship. Why? Because you're not thinking. There's no thought involved around this. The thing is, you're lacking patience, you're getting frustrated, emotionally frustrated here, and there's a lot of this element around you of not really knowing why. You don't really know why you're frustrated. I think if you knew why, you'd be able to take action towards something that you feel is going to pull you out of this. But at the moment, I just get that you're in the middle of working through some emotional trauma here, and you need to put effort in towards that. But you're thinking of just chucking it all here and just going towards, I don't know what, this Moon energy. You don't know what. You have no idea.
All right, so looking over here at what's hidden, Temperance in reverse. Yeah, see, I get the idea that Scorpio, this person over here feels a bit put upon. They feel like demands are being made of them and that they don't really want to accede to those demands. But if this relationship is to continue, I see that the Knight of Pentacles here is what's going to have to come into play. I see this as being more of a bump in the road than I do something that is going to be a long-term type situation that's never going to ever get resolved. And the reason I say that is because the person here is being called on to be the Emperor, which means that they're being called on to be in that role of servitude at least for a little while until, or instead of changing their attitude towards it, saying, well, it's not really servitude, it's really what I have to do.
Yeah, it's not, for that person, it's not about winning or trying to make someone into someone that they hope them to be. It's really a question of this person wants you to find out who you truly are, Scorpio. And what I mean by that is to clarify what it is that you mean when you speak, what it is that you want, to truly look within and come to an understanding of who you are. Now, in order to do this, Scorpio, it might be necessary for you to be very still for a little while. So much movement can ruffle the surface and you can't see clearly. You know what happens when you ruffle water, when you make water roiled up emotions. You can't see clearly. So there's all this kind of emotional roiling, and you can't see clearly. You need the water to be still in order to see. And the danger here, I think, is doing something when the surface is roiling.
Yeah, I think things need to calm down a bit before any long-lasting decisions are made. I think the reward for getting through this, for getting past all of this stuff that's happening right now, is going to be a renewal.
Right.
If there's that possibility. If this could also serve as a warning.
Yeah.
I mean, this is this person here leaving if things don't improve as well, choosing to give up.
Yeah. I think a strength for that person is they tend to be someone who is a giver, maybe a little bit too much.
Right, but it's also about their attitude, and they've also got to see why they're doing what they're doing and understand if it's for the higher good or not.
Or not.
Yeah.
If it's for a reason, it's both of these people have to have an understanding of who it is, who they are, what it is that they want, and what they want out of this relationship. We've got moon on both sides here. So there's confusion and a lack of understanding on both sides. So both of these people have to really think about what it is that they want, why they're doing what they're currently doing. Is it for the highest good? Is it going to bring balance or not? Because what do you want to do? Well, I feel you want to make that temperance card upright. You want to have a balanced, peaceful relationship. I think that's the main goal here. But one person has a tendency just to give up. The other person may be just too giving, maybe to the point where things become quite imbalanced. Let's have a look at the outcome. We've got the Four of Pentacles in reverse. So this is an energy of release. When it comes to stubbornness, Scorpio, I think that you've been holding on to something out of stubbornness. I get a lot of intense emotions around whatever you've been struggling with or trying to hold on to. This is about releasing that so that you can open up to something else. So whatever this emotional struggle is, this trauma, probably something from the past, could be something recent, could be something from way back that hasn't been worked through for yourself. It's about you no longer trying to hold on to whatever you've been trying to hold on to. And there's nothing like a Scorpio for the intensity of trying to hold on to the past. No matter how difficult or horrible that past was, though, if they wanted it, at one point they will hold on for dear life. And I think that has been the struggle here. That's what the Scorpio has failed to see, failed to understand. So there's a lot of confusion, a lot of roiling emotion about this past thing. But the good thing that I see out of this is that there will eventually be that release of whatever they've been holding on to, but it's going to take some time with that Knight of Pentacles. It's slow moving energy.
Okay, looking at the outcome here, we've got the Five of Pentacles in the reverse, which is about improving conditions. So at the present time, things are pretty rough, I think, for this, especially for this person over here. And there might have even been talks of leaving, somebody leaving in this relationship, especially if there's a possibility of a new opportunity somewhere for this person. But I see this as being worked out. I think this is a relatively short-term situation that we're dealing with here. And it may work itself out. It might be due to external circumstances, as I was alluding to earlier, or it could just be a situation within the relationship itself that is somewhat short-term that will end up working itself out. It's going to require some work, some time, but I think that both of these people can work through whatever problem they're having.
It's all about being transparent with each other, not keeping secrets from each other, especially if Richard said there could be a possibility that there's some other kind of option there, things like that need to come out and then honestly addressed, really in a genuine fashion.
Right.
Yeah, so we'll see where that goes in part 2. So I hope that you join us there. The link is below in the descriptions box if this is resonating. It'll be about another 30-minute reading, so please do join us there. We'll be pulling out some clarifiers, we'll be looking at some Lenormand readings and also oracle cards for guidance. If you'd prefer a personal reading, of course, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. And if this one doesn't resonate, it won't resonate with all you Scorpios, you can feel free to check out our self-repair playlist for more readings that are in this style, but they're not sign or time dependent, Scorpio. Wishing you the best with this. Please don't forget to like, share and subscribe if you're a newcomer, and we'll talk to you again very soon. We'll see you in part 2.
Thanks, Scorpio. Goodbye and good luck.